The Cold War had just begun, and a new conflict arose: the space race. The space race was a competition between rivals, the United States of America and the Soviet Union. Both nations had just exited World War II and were now entering the Cold War with each other. Each wanted to prove that it was the greater nation, both militarily and technologically. Two renowned rocket scientists reigned supreme during this race: Wernher von Braun and Sergei Korolev. Von Braun was a German rocket engineer and space architect for Germany in World War II. He then surrendered to the Americans in 1945, and the Americans left him in charge of the Army Ballistic Missile Agency. This granted America access to his famous V-2 missiles, giving them the edge against the Soviets. Meanwhile, Korolev was working to reverse engineer the V-2 missile and make his own improvements on it for the Soviets, calling it the R-1 rocket. The competition had begun. In 1955, the space race officially began, with von Braun and Korolev convincing their respective countries to fund a satellite launch into space, finally getting these space fanatics away from military matters. The scramble to launch the world's first satellite into space was on. Each country and scientist were working furiously to beat the other into space, and in 1957, the Soviets took the prize. Sputnik 1 was launched into space using an R-7 rocket, an improved version of Korolev's R-1 rocket. It was viewable from Earth, a physical sign of the Soviets' astronomical superiority. It was used to broadcast radio pulses with information about the density of Earth's upper atmosphere and the makeup of the ionosphere. It was a complete success, staying in orbit for 3 months. Before America even had a chance to launch a first satellite, the Soviets were with Sputnik 2, carrying a dog into orbit, which died a mere few days after the launch. This launch set up the American desire
to extend our reach to the stars above
and send the first humans into space.